What's going on, guys? So today we are out here at Seguin RV in Seguin, Texas, and we're going to take a look at this really cool Coachmen Brookstone fifth wheel. Now, something you may or may not know is that I did a big collaboration with the folks over at Coachmen in helping kind of add some feedback, and it was really viewer feedback to their Brookstone product. So as we go around this unit and we go inside, we're going to talk about some of the things that that collaboration helped lead to. So hang tight, I'll be right back. Okay, before we get started, let's take a look at the numbers on this unit. So this is going to have a gross vehicle weight rating of 15,500 pounds. It's going to ride on G-rated tires. It's very good. 7,000 pound axles, and it's going to have a cargo capacity of 1,693 pounds. Not a crazy high cargo capacity, but I think it's generally more than enough for most folks. So this has a ton of slides. One thing that is cool about this unit is that this was actually a unit from an RV show and was a prototype. So that's super cool, and this is called the 374. Now, they actually make this unit, but this specific one has some really interesting features that were added to it as a prototype unit. So, first of all, if you look at the actual dry weight of this unit, it was weighed at 13,748 pounds. It's got LED lighting up front. They use a painted front cap on it as well. You have kind of that hidden slide system that's inside, kind of at the front portion of this slide under the bed. Coming around, propane can in here. Here's going to be one side of your basement storage. It does ride on a 10-inch I-beam drop frame. So it's a 10-inch I-beam attached to a 12-inch I-beam, which is very nice. You have your wet panel right here. You have a ton of room in here, just a tremendous amount of space. You have your power disconnect here. I love that they use the 3-inch aluminum bracing across the top. This is basically your bath deck area. Very nice. Nice thick baggage doors. Nice slam latches. You got a security guard right there. Outside of your water heater, outside of your furnace. I love this textured side skirting, which also makes it look nicer, and it doesn't show any kind of weird creases over time. This utilizes the Ground Control 3.0 auto leveling system. Sewer connection here. Rack and pinion slide right here, and the slide back there is also a rack and pinion slide. Coming around, this uses a very cool tire. So this is a Sterling tire. It's actually the same tire that you're going to see on Alliance fifth wheels. So it has a slightly higher cargo capacity or payload capacity than some. It is a G-rated all-steel tire. This also has the Road Armor suspension system with the heavy-duty half-inch thick greasable shackle straps, which is really nice. The suspension setup on this RV is a really good system. Coming back, again, rack and pinion slide, all Asdel sidewall construction, so you should never have any type of delamination or issues like that. You have your 50 amp power connection here at the back. You still have a bumper. A lot of RVs no longer have bumpers, so they still give you the 4-inch bumper with the receiver that's bolted to the frame. It's for a cargo rack, not for towing. You have a nice ladder to get on top of the walk-on roof. It is wired for a Furrion wireless backup camera, and you can see a vent right here, which means this is going to be a rear kitchen unit. You can kind of tell by the interesting windows that are back here. Rack and pinion slide over here. So over here, you're going to have a small outside kind of nook area. Gives you some storage with a outside refrigerator. Nice thick doors, dual slam latches, which I really like. You have a big awning over here. Another big awning up here. You have your LCI solid steps, flip out steps. And right here, you're gonna have the other side of your basement storage. Again, thick doors, double slam latch. Tons of room thanks to that drop frame. Gotta love that nice thud when you close the door. This is where one of your propane cans is gonna be and one of your levelers. Very nice. This does not have a generator installed, even though you can get it prepped for one. This specific unit has 3 air conditioning units on it. So that is not something that Coachmen offers in their Brookstone line. It's something that they're experimenting with, and they want to know if people will pay extra to have a 3rd air conditioning system, because it's not cheap to add that, plus the control systems that you need to be able to control all 3. So what do you guys think? You know, again, this is a prototype unit, so a lot of what you see inside of here, well, not a lot of it, but some of what you see inside of here isn't going to be normally available on a Brookstone. And they use this to determine if these are features people are looking for. Okay, now we got the door unlocked and opened magically. We're stepping inside of this Coachmen Brookstone 374 RK, complete with Azdel composite sidewalls. Why is that important? Because Azdel is not wood. It doesn't absorb water, hold water, and it doesn't delaminate. So whenever they attach the fiberglass to the Azdel, you have a very low risk of delamination. Stepping inside, again, keep in mind this is a prototype unit. So almost everything you see in here made it to production. Very little didn't. What didn't make it to production are the third AC units. So you have two AC units, one, I believe it's gonna be back here, and then one in the bedroom, but then they put an additional unit, and they're all ducted. Now, they wanted feedback, and I want your feedback. Is it worth paying maybe an extra $3,000 to have a third air conditioning system installed? I think for most people throughout the country, it's probably not. But if you're in the South or the deep South and you deal with those incredibly hot summers, having 3 ACs could definitely be beneficial. So leave a comment below. So as we walk over to the kitchen, this has an enormous kitchen, and it is a rear kitchen floor plan. So you have your living room right here, complete with love seat, theater seating, and another theater seating, and then you have your dinette right here with an extension that can fold out. Big window right here. You also have another big window here with the screen down. You have some more windows at the end. But check out this space right here. This is the rear kitchen in this unit. So half of the kitchen is on a slide out right here with the dinette and the living room. This is a huge slide. Talk about a super slide. This thing is enormous. And then the other part is on this smaller slide on this side. You have a really cool little bar right here, complete with bar stools. You have an island that has nothing going through it, so very, very nice to have that. Tons of countertop space everywhere. This has the Hisense 2-drawer French door refrigerator in it as well. Plus you have this really cool kind of pantry area right here. I can imagine it's a good sized pantry. Oh yeah, very good sized pantry. Nice frosted door on the pantry as well. You have this beautiful area above the actual stove, and this has the Insignia 4-burner gas cooktop. So this is a really cool stove to have in this unit, even though I don't believe it made it to final production, because I don't think people wanted to pay the extra amount to get this stove when they were happy with the slightly smaller 3-burner gas cooktop. Looks really good, but it's definitely a more expensive option. So this was one area that I don't think they ended up going with, but it definitely looks really nice. Over here you have the upgraded fixture. You have a nice single basin stainless steel sink. Huge window behind the sink. Also a really nice window behind the stove area. And this area is really cool. You have a nice window here along with a great place for a coffee station and a nice microwave above it. There is a fair amount of cabinetry in the kitchen. You have 2 here, 1 here. Now that's one area that I think they probably could have added quite a few more cabinets. I love this large window. I don't know how many more cabinets you might need, but maybe if they had put the microwave above the stove, they could have added 2 more cabinets right here and given you a little bit more cabinet space. But what do you guys think? Should they have used it for cabinet space, or do you love the layout the way it is? Leave a comment below, please. On the opposite side of this is that little storage area on the outside with a refrigerator. Now, that's a lot of space to take up on the inside. So it's not that I don't like it on the outside. I almost feel like they could have either given you more on the outside, or they could have given you some shelves or something right here on the inside. But it still looks nice. You see there's carpet underneath the slides. And I think I've told you in the past, even with like the Van Lee Beacon, that I don't mind carpet in the slides. I mean, it's one of the few areas that I think it's okay, especially if you're going to be sitting there and you want your feet on something. But, you know, a lot of people are moving to using linoleum in that space, and, you know, it's personal preference. Carpet kind of looks good because if it has some texture to it, it looks okay. Linoleum, whenever it starts creasing or developing lines or seams, not so much. So I'm okay with the carpet. Nice good size RCA TV, looks to be 55 inch. You have some cabinets above. They're pretty high up though. Good seating here, and again, this is going to fold out into a sleeper sofa. Theater seating here with heat, vibrate, and accent lighting, and you have 2 of these theater seats that give you that, which is cool. Panoramic fireplace. What's interesting is kind of the roof line right here, how these little batten trim strips right here. I always like it when there's contrast there, when they use a darker trim that kind of matches the trim up here. But I'd love to know your thoughts on that. Coming up, you can see all your controls right here. No carpet going up into the hallway and the bedroom. Making a turn here to go into the bathroom. Double vanity sink, porcelain sinks, which is really nice. Lots of cabinet space in here. You got 4 drawers, more cabinet space. This is a huge bathroom. Has a nice size shower for sure. Very residential in size. Some nice towel holders there. Plenty of pantry storage. Just a tremendous amount of pantry storage. Very nice. Love this bathroom. This bathroom is gorgeous. Definitely very usable. And very comfortable too. You don't want to feel cramped in your bathroom when you have the cramps. Okay, so coming into the master bedroom, you have a place to hang your TV. You have a really cool dresser here, complete with flip-up storage. That is really cool. And it's a hideaway area, just very nice. You have your 4-door dresser here. King-size bed. Your vents are on the floor next to it. You have another Coleman mock air conditioning system in here, and both units, or all 3 units, are actually ducted, but if you get this unit in production form, both units will be ducted. You have this cool little shelf idea they did here, so you see the plugs above, and it's designed so when you're done with your phone at night, you reach up and you set it on top of the actual valance. It acts as a shelf. That's why you don't see any of the little nightstands at the end of the bed. What do you think about that? Is that too high for some folks, or is that the perfect place to put your phone and charge it? Love to get your feedback there. Then up front here, you have your closet for washer and dryer, or as a closet for extra space. You have a little access panel here to put your vent through the side. You have some nice large mirrors on the closet itself, and a very good sized closet up front. They've done a great job with this floor plan in terms of closet space. Of course, under the bed, you're going to have additional storage on strut arms, finished off very nice. And I think that's it. Let's see, coming back out, a lot of LED lighting throughout this unit, a lot of slides. So it's got 4 slides, 3 on this side and 1 enormous slide on this side. I thought it was going to be 5 slides, but yeah, it's 4 slides because they made this entire wall here pretty much a slide. It's pretty crazy. But I'd love to know what you think about this unit. I do not know the actual asking price. They just got it in. It was a prototype unit from an RV show. And the way you can tell is, again, that insignia cooktop and the fact that it has 3 air conditioning units. So if you are looking for this floor plan, it might not actually be any more expensive than a normal version of this, but you're going to get some pretty significant upgrades in it. Anyways, please let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you haven't had a chance to take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.